So how's it going? Rick here at Racer Cat Motorsport. So just got done with my first week in iRacing, trying to get out of rookies, doing the MX5 Miata Cup. So just kind of here on iRacing. So we had our first race on November 23rd, so it's been exactly a week. So we did the Winton. I think it was the last day of the Winton Raceway. Qualified third, finished seventh. Not the best race in the world, obviously, because we lost 4 places. But I actually had some guy in the first turn use me as his brake pedal and spin me. So kind of fun, but apparently that's going to be a thing until I get out of rookies in D class with people just playing bumper cars instead of racing the actual track. The second race I did went a little bit better. I started sixth, finished fifth, so gained a spot, which was nice. Third race here at Okayama, started seventh, finished eighth. I think I went off track that race and lost it. And then the race that I literally just did, started fifth, finished fifth, but we'll watch that race here in a couple minutes. I got pit maneuvered. I got slammed into like 2 or 3 times, and my safety rating dropped, even though every accident happened with someone from them slamming into the back of me. And then at the end of the race, I was side by side with someone on the last lap going to the finish line. And right at the finish line, he decided to just slam right into me and pit maneuver me right there at the end of the race, making me lose even more safety rating. I know it's rookies, and I know I shouldn't be mad, but like I literally spent that entire race just pissed off and just like gripping the steering wheel super tight, not really following my apexes, not really catching my braking points. Definitely the worst race I've had so far, and definitely the most frustrating. So I'm definitely trying to get out of rookies. It is Monday night right now, December 1st. Tomorrow we'll stream and try to get out of rookies tomorrow. And then next week, from what I've been told, week 13 is when everything opens up and you can kind of do a bunch of testing of all the different cars and tracks, so I can figure out what I want to do when I get into the D rank. So what do I think so far? I've enjoying the competitive part of the thing. Myself, I've done time attack races before. I've done 2 stage rally races in Europe, and I've done a hill climb race in Europe. So I have quite a bit of track time. I've done track days. Next year I'll be getting into SCCA full time, so I'll be doing autocross time trials and really trying to push to see, what I can do. And we'll be doing the K1 Speed Adult League. So a lot of track time plus this, so I'm hoping it'll improve me as a driver and as a racer. So that's why I'm doing this. Don't foresee myself becoming pro at sim racing anytime soon, but that's kind of where I am. Physics-wise, obviously, I've only driven the MX-5 Mazda Miata, and I'm kind of on the fence with that because you need to be a lot more sensitive and more light with your inputs in the Miata on iRacing than you have to do in a Miata in real life. I've driven a Miata on the track in real life, and you can be pretty aggressive with them and not really have the car kick out on you too many times or really cause a bunch of craziness. But on this one, I'm noticing I got to be a little bit lighter with my inputs. Can't brake as hard as I want to. But at the same time, I haven't messed with any of the settings on either my Fanatec rig or on iRacing itself. All the settings that are in the game and on my sim itself are what they both come with. I haven't messed with anything yet. And I'm not running any overlays, so I don't really get to see, any tracking of pedal response or anything like that yet. I'll be doing that in the next couple weeks. I've been looking at Race Lab, so I think I'm going to get that and use that for my overlays and my research to become a better driver. But with that said, let's take a look at my last race I just did and see my headache of how my first week in iRacing ended. So here we go. Let's check this out.
How to read?
Apparently not.
Where are you guys going? Alright, well, go do your race. I'm gonna go. figure out what to eat. So I should go grocery shopping on Thursday, but I don't want to get too much food or anything.
The estimated SOF is 1,317. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
But waking me up earlier, I said it's a time difference. That's why normal she wakes up at like 8 o'clock.
Look at you.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Green flag, green flag. Right side. Clear. There's an incident behind. Go right. There's an incident ahead. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left. The next car's the leader. The leader's pitting now. Slow down. You got a penalty? We're cutting the course. Car on your left.
Fucking piece of shit.
yellow car on the right. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Left side. Just a second to start. Left of the session. Still there. Hold your line. Car right. Clear. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 21.6. to the right, clear on the left, car right, keep to the left, still there, still there, clear. Checkered flag. Good job. Very good job. Your car is smoking.